On today's episode of Open Box Policy, we're going to ask a few questions. One of them is, do you want to get drunk in or do you want to get drunk out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's
then, what? See, excuse me?
I said, that's okay.
Yeah. What's okay?
Continue.
Oh.
Move on.
I don't know if you can hear it on the intro, but Devin's dog is going ape shit in the background, barking its balls off. Then I'm going to tell an uplifting story, a story that almost brought tears to my eyes, and then
stuff.
Devin admitted was like making him misty-eyed.
Which, like,
Yeah,
Devin, you know.
He got misty-eyed.
That's
Then
what
we're
makes
gonna
me cry, bro.
Then we're gonna talk about self-checkout chaos.
So stupid. Anyway, hit us up on our many socials. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at OBP_raw.
And send us an email if you want to continue the conversation about anything. I mean, self-checkouts or, feel good
Bushes.
things or fucking whatever you got at obppodcast@gmail.com. So we may go a little bit away outside of our range and spend the night in Atlanta for the night
Cool.
on that Sunday night. So if we do, I may hit you and Anna up, and it will just be me and Glenn, so we
Sure.
could,
I can finally meet Glenn.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot that you haven't met him. I was going to say I can finally meet Anna, but I've met Anna.
Give me enough heads up so I can buy a Steve Irwin costume and have it on.
Yes.
That's cute.
Man, I want to
he'll
meet
love
up at like a fancy ass restaurant, and then you come in a Steve Irwin costume and like your face painted like the Australian flag.
Yeah,
Have
you need to do it with a
blackface
stingray
on?
hanging out of your chest.
No, we did that for Halloween.
You did, like a stingray.
Have you seen? Yeah. A couple years ago.
No, I haven't seen these
Yeah,
pictures.
Glenn was he was Steve Irwin, and we had a it's awful. We had a spike coming out of his chest, and then I was a stingray. And I held a
Fucked
stingray
up,
outfit.
bro. Hey, it
But
still
Glenn,
hurts,
yeah,
Jamie.
it was. Well, Glenn said he can do it because he's Australian.
Oh,
so
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like anybody who wanted to talk shit at the party was like, "You can't do that." And he's like, "I'm fucking Australian.
Yes, I
I can do it. These are
Yes,
my
I
people."
can.
What can
Yeah.
Americans do that other people can't?
Basically nothing. We tried blackface and it never did work.
People are still being
Dude,
hammered for blackface.
anything. If a white person like dresses up as an Indian nowadays,
Whoa,
they're like
whoa. Native American,
discrimination.
That's true. That's true.
Anybody, you can dress up as anything nowadays, and if you're white, they're like, it's discrimination.
Yeah.
I like how you're just like, yeah, it is.
I mean, what do you want me to say?
I want you to be like,
do you want me to fight you on this? It is.
no.
No, I won't.
I want you to flip the
I
table,
won't.
Jamie.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I want you
Yeah,
to
it
call me a
is.
discriminatory fat bastard.
No, I just want to say, yeah, it's fucked up. Let's just,
Yeah.
no white people do that. Can you turn that light off? It's very bright in here. I
Yes.
don't like seeing your face this much.
Yes, keep
I
talking.
mean, I like
Damn.
you, but like,
I know.
She doesn't
Keep
like.
talking.
She doesn't like seeing the.
no, the light is like super harsh.
She doesn't like seeing the fucking light beams shine off your greasy ass forehead.
Oh, whatever. I invited Adam over to our house. We're doing this on a Friday night, by the way, which is
I know, right?
weird.
Whoop,
I
whoop.
know she did invite me over,
I
and
did.
like,
Our hot tub's a bubbling.
I started having visions of what it's going to look like at 5 a.m.
100%.
when I'm laying on the couch and I'm like, I'm going to die.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I came in the last time and Glenn told me that I had like a whole conversation with y'all. I don't remember getting
Yeah,
out.
you did.
I'm not going to say that part of the story. I don't remember coming up your stairs and coming in the home. I don't remember anything.
We watched a movie.
I don't remember anything.
We watched the Between Two Ferns movie.
Oh, I remember that
Oh,
being
shit.
on.
For
Oh
real?
no, that was before that was before the bar.
We came in and Jamie was still there. She was like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?"
that's
and was
cool.
talking to us.
Feel left
And
out.
then I had to ask Glenn at work about. What'd you say,
Aw.
Devin?
He says he feels
Nothing.
left
Continue the story.
Oh, you said you feel
Aw.
left out.
Devin, we love you.
Do you guys want to do this podcast episode? I'll leave.
You gotta,
Just
you gotta
roll-
tell us about when you got real drunk, buddy.
Yeah. You know what? Hey, Devin, when we come down there, you and me and
We'll get-
Glenn and Anna are gonna get fucking wasted, and then we'll talk about it a lot.
Right.
Guaranteed.
Oh, I like that.
Yep.
Look at Adam's face.
Yeah. I'm that emoji with the straight mouth and the straight eyes.
All right.
God damn it.
Yeah. Left out. I never get left out of anything.
Well,
You never get left out of anything?
Yeah, never.
that's like a super.
Have you?
That's like a super
Egotistical.
egotistical thing to say.
Yeah, I
like,
know.
Yeah, no. Have you
I'm in
ever
all the
like?
coolest shit.
Have you ever really been left out of something that you really wanted to go to? Not just like,
Completely.
not
Yeah.
just like, oh, some of my friends went to the movies and shit like that, and they didn't invite me. But like, I don't know, you wanted to go to a friend's birthday party and they just didn't invite you.
Yes, like parties and like get-togethers, and then
Right.
people are like, "Oh man, this weekend," and they're telling you because you are
Wild.
but you're their friend, and they're
Yeah.
like, "We did this, and it was incredible, and we
It's
went
like,
out."
what do you want me to say?
Yeah, and I'm well, unfortunately, I'm always the guy that's like, "Thanks for the invite." I make them
You call them out.
every single time, like, "Thanks for the invite."
You know what I do? I go, wow, sounds fun, and then do that emoji that your face was making me a few minutes
Yeah,
ago. That-
straight faced. Oh, what does that mean?
This is fucking stupid.
Yeah. Oh, I hate it. I hate
But
being
isn't
left
it
out.
true though? The older that you get, the less kind of, I don't know. For me, maybe because I'm married and I have kids, if I get left out of something, I kind of go like, "Oh, I fucking dodged a bullet."
so-
I would have been
Right.
out so late. I would have felt like shit tomorrow. Like I would have spent too much money. That would have been stupid.
Yep.
And as you get older, I remember being younger and like in my 20s and feeling like I needed to do something
All the
every
time.
fucking night. And now, like, I mean, coming to this podcast tonight, guys, I was questioning
Already
it.
struggling.
You were already about to cancel.
Yeah, exactly. Think
No.
how many? So when I get invited to some get-togethers, I'm super choosy. I actually was going to tell this girl this recently. I was talking to this girl, and I wanted
Choosy
her
or picky.
that not picky. I'm just so choosy about the people that I want to spend my time with. There are
Well,
so few
yeah.
people that I want to spend my time.
You've gotten to that age where you.
I have that luxury.
I mean,
have it- yes,
yeah, you
I'm
are
the
getting
same
pretty
way.
old, so.
Well, no, I'm the same way.
Yeah,
It's like,
so-
why waste your time with fucking bullshit people?
So there's all these people that I've worked with over the years, and people maybe that are friends of friends. I had one. Oh, it just happened like 2 or 3 days ago. This guy was like, "Hey, man, like we should hang out," and my butt puckered. I was like, "Ugh, no," like. And so, but
And
I didn't
know-
say
I
didn't
know
say
that
no. I
feeling.
was
I
like,
like that.
yeah,
Yeah, sure.
absolutely.
I'd love to.
Yeah, he was like, we should go on a cruise, and I mean, it puckered up even tighter.
Whoa,
oh
that-
yeah, I was like,
that escalated.
yeah, and he was like, what do you? Then it happened. It always happens. Hey, man, what are you doing tomorrow?
Oh no.
And I was like, I wanted to be like, you just overstepped your boundaries, bro.
Like if you want to make a plan like a week from now, maybe. I probably still won't show up. I'll
Yeah.
make an excuse, but yeah.
I know that's
cruise.
happened to you, Devin. I know that someone has been like, hey, man, we should hang out.
Oh man, in college a
Yeah.
lot because I was the type of college kid that, I was a little poor. I wanted to watch my money, and literally every time my friends wanted to go out, it was always like just drinking. And I was like, I don't want to fucking do that. I want to stay in and like do some fun shit,
Play some video
like
games.
they would always want to go to like either downtown Nashville or like bar hopping across Murfreesboro. I'm like, listen, I don't have the fucking money for that. So either A, I just don't respond, or B, I just come up with some bullshit excuse.
Yeah.
Like I had a friend that would text me probably 2 or 3 times a week and ask like what I was doing that night. And ask me if I wanted to go out, and I was just like, no. I don't know.
So
what's
when you
wrong
were
with
in
me,
college, you were already 65 years old.
I basically, dude, I was super mature for my college age, and by mature, I mean I didn't want to do shit.
Yeah, save money. You
I
wanted
mean,
to be
like-
responsible.
Right, I wanted to save money for retirement, and
Social
work
Security's
my
not
ass
going to be
off.
around forever, Sonny.
I'm in like this weird area when it comes to that situation where like, okay, so I'm young enough that I still want to do things, but not like a lot. And I have kids, so like if you want to go out after 8:00, like it's gonna be a hard no. But I still want to make new friends. Like I would say 90% of my best friends are in Indiana, and we have really good relationships. When I go back there, it's awesome. We talk all the time. But like here, I would like some new girlfriends, but like I want girlfriends who want to do what I want to do, which is
Yeah,
which
see,
is-
and
Would you sit at home?
well, no,
I'm
not
good for
sit at
that,
home. Like,
too.
I'm good for like dinner and a few drinks, but like I think I'm past my prime of like going out until 3 or 4.
Oh,
why are you
absolutely.
shaking your head? Because you are not past your prime of that, Adam. Are you?
I do that rarely.
All the time.
I know. I don't.
I can stay
Every
up late.
time you go to our house.
I don't have
That's
a
not
problem
true.
about
But-
staying up late. I have a problem with just going out and drinking. Like, I want to
I
do
agree.
stuff when I drink, you know?
Do you know what I do? Every time
Yeah,
me
like
and Glenn
bowling.
get like a babysitter and we go out and do stuff, we may go to a bar for a drink and then we'll sit there and be like, we could be home right now drinking like for free and like
Yep.
relaxing.
Yep.
And we're
Yeah.
here among all these motherfuckers
Yep.
and
Yeah.
like paying a shit ton. This is stupid.
I know.
Which is
Most of my
something-
friends in college and stuff like wanted to go bar hopping and stuff like that. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
like I want to
Yeah,
do
well,
something while I'm
that's-
drinking. Like I want to shoot
Yeah,
pool.
that's-
I want to go bowling.
Play darts.
Yeah, play
And
darts.
see, yeah, and I get. I mean, I don't get that now thinking about it because I would just go out and drink.
Like,
and,
what do you-
not do it? I would.
Oh, I would do it, too.
I would
I
do some
mean-
like fun dancing in a corner.
Well,
Thinking
yeah,
that,
I
you
would
know,
do it, and I did it because everyone else was doing it, and I had a lot of really good times and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, you settle into where you're like, guys, just come to my house. Like, let's just come over
yeah,
here,
yeah.
Right?
hang out,
We could literally do this at my house, you know?
and
Yeah.
save a shitload of money,
But-
and also all not get in fights or arrested or God knows
But
what.
to be fair, like in your early 20s, going to somebody's house is basically just a pre-drink before you go out
Yeah.
and fucking cause havoc. Now
Well,
it's
yeah,
like,
that was kinda
oh my
lame,
god,
too.
do you want to go to a bar or do you want to drink at my house? Well, fuck.
I
wanna
was
Yeah,
the
drink
someone
type
at
of
drink
my
at your
person.
house.
I was the type of person like, come over, let's get fucking wasted and let's play board games all night, or let's play like drunk Mario Kart on the 64 or something
Oh my
like that.
god!
you know?
See,
Yeah, that's
when
fun.
I was in my 20s, I would have fucking hated you.
know.
But now, being 35, I want to like come to your house and get drunk. Hey, when I come through Atlanta, me and Glenn are just gonna come and get drunk and play Mario Kart.
Hell
at your
yeah,
house.
we can play it on the
And me
original
and-
N64. I still got it.
Oh yes. No, yeah. You were a unique college kid, I guess.
That's why I didn't get
All right.
laid throughout college.
Exactly. That's what I know. Not until now, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
exactly.
man, I had so much dick.
Oh God, Jamie, we don't need to hear about it.
Even when I,
Adam had a lot of dick too.
even when,
Yeah.
even
The
when
whole
I,
way up the stairs tonight, I was behind you. I was like, God, she smells like dick.
oh my god, ever. Oh, calm it down. I took a shower today.
All right, I got a good story for y'all. It's a really, really good. Like,
Are we going to go from dick smelling?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got a
To how
really
your-
good
your
dick
bum
smelling
smelled
story
like
for you
D.
guys.
Yeah.
Really
I
good.
think it's, no, but I think it's a feel good story.
It
We're
is a
going
feel-good
from-
story.
I
It
think
actually
we're
is.
going from dick smelling, my body being dick smelling, to feel good.
Why do you
Yeah, I
keep
know.
saying dick smelling?
Because he was.
You can't use it as
I
a
know.
fucking adjective.
Open box policy. We got the best transitions. so, yeah. So this guy at work said recently he's a real fun-loving guy. He's a very electric. He's very wide open, and he's just like always on 10 and always having a great time. He's always in a good mood. He's just, a fun-loving guy.
Yeah.
So he was telling someone recently at work that he has like a mantra that he repeats to himself every day, or he has like, these affirmations. And he basically says, every day of my life, I will find someone and I will do something for that person and make their day a little bit better, or I'll try to make them happy that day. I don't care who it is, where I'm at, no matter what, even if it's just buying them lunch or if it's doing something, he likes to do that kind of stuff.
Showing your boobs.
Showing boobs?
I do
Yep.
that all the time.
You do?
Yeah.
Makes people's days.
Little pick me up to the old guy on the corner.
The old guy in the corner? Yeah.
Little titty show.
Yeah, you go by the bus stop and show all the kids your tits.
All day.
Yeah.
All day.
That would have been like the best day of school I ever had.
No, not little kids. Oh no, old man.
Yeah. Porter's
ahead.
mom showed me your tits today.
Damn it.
So he comes into work and he's telling the story, and he said, so he's like, I go to this Publix all the time, and there's this guy in Publix that is always tending to all of the vegetables and all the fruits, and he's actually like turning them and moving them around where all the displays look really nice and where everything looks very fresh, and so he's fronting and facing. If you've ever worked in retail, it's called fronting and facing, but he's just moving everything around to make it all look really nice. So I said his name anyway. So
I know Les! Hi, Les! I love Les.
Yeah, Les is great. So he
Piece of shit.
yeah, that's your dick, Devin.
Shut the fuck up, Devin.
So
I don't know you, Les. I don't know you, Les.
he starts telling us a story, and he says, so I see this guy all the time, and I'm always cutting up with him, and I'm commenting on how well he is at his job or how good he is at his job. So Les decides that he is going to write it was a grocery store. He's going to write, obviously, it wasn't like an American Eagle. It was an obviously
it's not a fucking
store.
Amazon warehouse.
Yeah. He's going to write a letter, and he's going to say, hey, he got his name. He said, I'm going to let them know how great this guy is. So he said, you need to make this guy a trainer because he's so good. I've been to other places. I've been to other Publix grocery stores, and none of them have.
Which Publix does he go to?
Somewhere in Brentwood.
Yeah, because one of Smyrna sucks.
Oh, yeah. He's like, none of them have, like, really nice looking produce sections. And he said, this guy is always so happy about his job, and he's always in such a great mood. And I honestly think that you should take him and teach the other stores his method because he's so good. And wrote it like a couple weeks ago. He goes
Real quick, he's a produce guy, right?
I don't know.
Because the produce people have to come in like super fucking early.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Make sure
He just
everything
said
looks good.
It's like 4 a.m. They get their new shipments in. It's like
really.
a big
Oh
thing.
yeah.
I
you're
only
right. You're
know
right,
this
you're right.
because of a guy who was murdered who was like a produce guy. But like,
Right, yeah.
totally.
Good story.
Of course.
A guy who
Sorry.
was fucking murdered in the produce.
I only
Sorry,
know
well,
because
fuck.
he went into a store and he rampaged and
No,
killed
no,
everybody.
He was the produce guy and he was murdered.
I know.
But he was there.
I'm just saying.
Anyway,
it was
let's
just
get back
funny.
to the story.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Les says he walks into the store to go shopping, and the guy's there, and the guy runs up to him and says, I can't believe what you did for me.
Oh my
I
God.
can't believe what you've done. They have, like, he said, you've changed my life.
Oh.
Wow.
My life is
have
going to be irrevocably
goosebumps.
changed. He says, they called me after your letter, and they have said that because of that letter and because of what you've said, they're thinking about making a position for me specifically to go around to the other stores and train them on how to make the
produce
stores look
fucking
better.
badass.
God
And
damn. That's like a
Way to go,
fucking
Les.
Disney movie right
Holy
there, man.
shit.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
So he basically says that he has like this, this time with this guy, and Les is telling me at work, and I'm like, I'm getting teary-eyed, and Les was like, I almost got teary-eyed, or like I got teary-eyed, because it's incredible that such a small gesture could literally change someone's life.
Absolutely.
So, and
Can
we
you
don't know,
imagine him
we don't know
just-
what happened yet, but it's incredible.
But just the fact that like he was going every day doing the best he can do in his position, and somebody recognized that enough to send a letter, and even if it just got recognition, like holy shit.
So I said that to Les. I said, even if they don't make him a new position, even if they don't give him a raise, and I think there might have been something in there about they're going to give him a raise, like they're going to, commend him and give him a raise or something.
Him a fucking
But
yeah.
I said, Les, that guy understands now that what he is doing means something, and you've given him more meaning in his job, more meaning in life, and he's going to be able to use that in the future.
Yeah.
And it refills him, and it makes him want to come in and do his job. And I mean, I was sitting at work like trying not to get teary-eyed,
Yeah.
like that, because it's just so
Way to
awesome.
go, Les.
Yeah, it's
Good
awesome.
shit.
That's the kind of shit that
Good.
makes me cry, man. I don't cry at sad shit. I cry at people succeeding, people overcoming something within themselves and really like striving to be something. That shit gets me tore up. I'm not crying right now.
Yeah, it's
but-
awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome because so many of us don't get a lot of recognition at our jobs, or we don't hear, hey, man, like, I want you to understand, like, we couldn't do this without you.
I never get any of it.
Exactly.
Children just fucking throw
Suck
shit at me and
life
scream
out
at
of
me.
you.
Suck the milk out of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like
I'm-
two little leeches.
Are they too old for that?
Jesus
Are they still on the tit?
They were never on the tip because because I almost died after having both of them, so I was hospitalized. So I
this
couldn't.
took a turn.
But even if I could have them on the tit, and I did not want it. It freaks me out.
You
Listen,
didn't want to be a milk factory?
well, not even that. Listen, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of breastfeeding. For me, not my thing. But, I just couldn't do it. I was hospitalized after having both kids. Anyway, long story short, That's an awesome story.
Yeah,
it
it's
makes
cool.
me happy.
Yeah, it's just so cool that it's awesome.
is.
It's so awesome.
And we never have uplifting shit on this goddamn podcast.
I know. It's always awful shit.
It's all of us bitching. Can we find something to bitch about this? No. Kroger sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck Kroger.
Yeah.
Publix
is better.
Publix is better.
Listen, you guys can talk about Kroger and Publix however long you want. I'm a motherfucking Aldi fan. Aldi ain't got shit. I mean, they ain't got shit
I've
on
never
Aldi.
been in an Aldi.
You've never been in an Aldi?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I've never stepped foot in an Aldi.
Bro.
Listen.
And everyone says it's amazing.
Okay.
It's different.
It is. It also depends on where you live. So, like, Smyrna Aldi?
Trash.
No, not trash.
Oh.
It's good.
Well, the Aldi where I grew up was kind of shitty.
Yeah. But, so the one in Smyrna is good. It's not top notch. I went to one in Australia, and holy fucking shit.
Totally.
It's
well,
like
they've had.
on there, right?
Yeah, they have all those, but Aldi there is
No,
like,
he's saying that like Kmart in like Australia is like badass, and like here it's a shit show.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's 100% true.
Yeah.
Kmart there is awesome. But Aldi there, like, their stores are a billion times bigger. Everything is top notch. And compared to my Smyrna location, it's like a fucking haven. It's amazing. I love it.
One of my
love
buddies worked for Aldi, and he said it was absolutely awful.
I think you've talked about this
heard
before.
that.
You've talked about this before.
Well, you
Said
have. I was going to say, I've
hated
heard
it.
that, and I think I heard
It's
it
because
here.
they're balls to the wall all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, all day, every day. You must know every job in the store. And he's not real technical. Like they'd throw him on the register, and he would just be sitting there like punching buttons, and didn't, and he was like, I don't know what I'm
Did
doing.
you see that video I posted the other day of the guy who was pretending to be an Aldi's
No,
employee?
Yeah.
It was
Aldi
did you see
cashier.
that?
Yeah.
Did
No, I
it
didn't
not
see
make
that.
you laugh so hard? I was watching it. It was a guy. He was just like in his kid's play kitchen. He was like, "Hey, welcome to Aldi's," and then he was taking everything and scanning and throwing it against the wall. It was like and it was not making it into the cart. And I probably watched it 20 times.
Oh, that's
and
pretty
it's just
good.
like he's just like
Yeah, he would toss some stuff in the cart, and then he would just sling something against the wall.
against the wall. It was so good.
that is good.
At least
Yeah.
Aldi can say that they still check people out, unlike Walmart.
Oh, man, I'm telling you what, one of the worst things that ever happened to Walmart was putting self-checkout in a place where the people that shop there have a lower than average intelligence. It is
Goddamn terrible.
awful. It is so awful watching these like zombies walk over to the machines and just stare at them. And then start trying to ring stuff up, and they'll ring it up twice and not know what they're doing.
Can you imagine being that employee who comes in and they're looking at like what section they're in, and it's a self checkout, and you just want to fucking slit your own throat and
Kill
die
yourself.
because like
Yeah.
I would fuck.
Yes.
God damn.
They did that so they wouldn't have to deal with as many people, but you're still dealing with as many people as
Exactly.
possible because they don't know how to fucking work the self checkout.
Yeah, you end up having to hire more staff just to deal with all of the like 15 IQ people.
To be fair, I go to Walmart maybe once every 6 months, and when I go, I've always done self checkout. And I will say, I go to the self checkout, and I get so upset about the big, like the picture, like the video of my face, that I kind of stare at it for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
And I probably look like one of those fucking zombie people because I see myself and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
oh God.
Maybe that's
Ugh.
it. Maybe all these rednecks have never
They're
seen
just so
themselves on
upset.
camera.
They're so upset about their
Yeah.
faces.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid, dude. Because the Walmart where I am, they literally have maybe 3 people at the registers, actually 3 cashiers checking people out.
Yeah.
3 out of
Yeah.
like the fucking 30 that they have.
I know.
And then the
Every
rest,
time I've been to Walmart, it's been like that. Every
right,
time.
self checkout's like supposed to be the express zone, right? But that shit's backed up all the way into jewelry. You fucking kidding me?
The problem is that there's no, at least here, at least in Smyrna, there's no limit to the amount that you have to be self-checkout. So I'll see people with like fucking 2 cartfuls who are like, I can do it better. I can do it better.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I get so angry when someone goes through self-checkout with a huge cart full. I'm like, what are you doing?
Like, even
this is
Kroger
for the
has
people that just have a bottle of wine.
at least.
Well, shit. No, they can go through self-checkout a whole lot quicker than they can stand in the line for the 3 people that are going to check them out.
well,
Not when they're fucking dumb
exactly.
shits.
Yeah.
And that's the problem because nothing rings up right for them. It's just a total nightmare.
There's an attendant coming for you.
Yes.
There's an attendant coming to
Yes.
help you. I can't ring up these grapes. Put it on the
Weigh 'em.
scale, and we can weigh them.
Honestly, Walmart self-checkouts are way fucking better than Kroger's self-checkouts.
Agreed. They're lightning fast. The ones at
are.
Walmart ring your shit up just when you walk past
Yeah, I
it.
think that mainly. I think my problem is I only ever do Kroger self-checkouts when I have
they're
5
awful.
items because
There you
I'm
go.
a
Yep.
fucking decent human being. So I follow the goddamn fucking rules, and so it's great for me. But,
So
fucking
Walmart's,
assholes don't do that.
like Adam was saying, you can just fucking wave it in front of it and it scans it, and you don't even have to put it on the fucking scale. You can just put it in your basket and it doesn't freak out. Kroger's, you have to literally have everything that you scan on the little bag station.
Yeah.
Like, they will not let you fucking take that off. If
Let
it does,
me
it's like, an
tell
attendant
you.
is coming for
Yeah.
you.
Good-
remove last item from
okay,
bag.
here's
Remove.
something
God
that you two
damn
have
it.
probably never experienced: doing self-checkout at Kroger and having your 2 children leaning on the baggage area that is all done by weight.
Oh my! I
Do you
would,
know
I would
how many
fucking
fucking
shoot
times
myself in the head.
I say to Elle, I say,
Get
get
off.
off of it. Elle
Get
goes,
off.
okay, Porter, every 2 fucking seconds. What's in there? Get off of it. It's weighted. What? And then he walks away for a second, comes back. What's in there? Whole body on the thing. And it's.
I would fucking slit my wrist.
They need to have a baby button.
It's a goddamn fucking nightmare.
You just click like a baby button.
What you do is you weigh your baby before you go and check out your groceries,
yeah.
so they can take that
Yeah.
fucking hit.
What was that
God.
thing you used to always do when you were using the digital scales? It's called Tare. T-A-R-E.
Yep.
You would put something on it and tear it out, and then put something back on it to find out how much it weighed. Yeah.
God, it's a fucking nightmare. You don't even know nightmare until that fucking happens. I'm like, I'm gonna do the self check. It'll be so great. And then Porter just puts his whole body every time I put anything. Oh, a little piece of cheese. Cool. It's great. It's
No.
awesome. Oh, we replace it. This weight does not work with what you just scanned. Holy fucking shit. And then I'm screaming at my children, get the fuck out of here.
That would drive me
it's
fucking
goddamn
crazy.
That would make me shoot myself in the fucking face.
Yeah. Good luck if you want to have children. It's gonna
I
happen to you
definitely
all the
don't want to
time.
have kids.
If
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
doesn't
have
mean you're not going
children,
to.
I'm gonna have them on one of those backpack leashes, except their arms and hands are gonna be tied, like behind their
Oh,
back,
yeah.
so they can't use anything.
That'll be fun until you get all those judgy eyes.
Yeah, well, I don't give a fuck about your judgy eyes.
Yeah, you think that until you have kids, and all of a sudden you care about everybody's judgy eyes.
I don't give a fuck about anything, Jamie,
Yeah, well.
including this podcast.
I was going to say, that's probably a
This
good
is
place
my
to finish.
this is my last episode.
Yeah, it's been rife with technical difficulties, and he's just
I
like,
swear to
I'm
as
done.
you guys were talking, my fucking thing timed out again, and I was like,
I know.
God
Hey!
Your
damn it.
face froze. Your face froze on our
Devin,
end.
before we say goodbye, you are the backbone of this podcast. You do all of the fucking editing, and you got it. Don't ever leave us.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Don't ever leave us,
thanks for
Devin. We
blowing
will
my
all
head up.
die.
Now I'll
She
edit.
used past tense, asshole. She said, before you leave the podcast, you were
Yeah.
the backbone.
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just assuming he's gonna throw the shit down and be like, I'm done, and then
Yeah.
I'll have to text him for like the next week and be like, please come
Please
back
come
to
back.
us.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
love you so much.
Listen, was it something that we did, or was it something that you did, or
It's
is
the
it your
worst
fault?
We
position
love
to be
you
in.
so much.
When someone tells you they're mad and then you just sit there and you're like, was it me? It's the worst. I hate being in that position.
Because what are you
When
gonna do if they say?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the worst. Like, this guy at work today was so angry about something. I kept going over to him. I was like, yo, you all right? You all right? You all right? And he was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then another time I was like, you going to be all right? I was like, dude, are you sure you're all right? And he was like, I'm just okay enough. Like, I'm just all right enough.
I'm just
So-
okay enough.
Yeah, and I was like, but what's so crazy is that for the whole rest of the afternoon, I was like, what did I do? What did I do? I must have done something, and realized it has nothing to do with me. I'm such a guilty person that I always think that it's me.
And
I always
Anna
think.
does that shit to me. She's gonna be like, "Are you sure you're okay?" And I'm like, "You're starting to piss me off." Listen,
Yes.
I'm not pissed. I'm just in this mood right now where I'm not pissed,
Yep.
but I'm not happy. And
How many times have you looked at someone and been like, if you ask me that fucking question one more fucking time, I am going to be angry. Yeah. Well, that's just because I'm angry.
Yeah, that's just because overall,
Just
we're all
You
angry.
guys being dudes. Being guys.
All right, Devin, take us out.
Anyway, we're gonna fucking leave before my computer just explodes.
I know.
Anyway,
We love you, Devin. We
I
love you,
appreciate it.
Devin.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. This is
Yeah.
Devin.
This is Adam.
This is Jamie.